All right, so this is data, right? And take a look at the bottom here. This one is the visualize data. I'm ready to click this guy. When I click it, the event emitter says analyzing data, and the chart pops up.
Don't forget to give us likes, leave your comments, share us to your friends, and also subscribe to our channels. We have YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Facebook.
Now let's move on to the next one, functions. Functions is located again in the workspace. It's in the last tab. Functions. What are functions? Functions can be, it's actually used to control the process or extend the ability of OpenWebUI platform. And one of the function type is filters are used to manipulate the user input or the LLM output, especially to add, remove, format, or otherwise it's just the content of the body object. And you have, for filters, you need to have two functions inside that class, the inlet and the outlet type. A new supporting type is action. Action actually create a button at the in below the message UI. And one of the functions that you need to implement is a action function. And just a reminder, you can also use event emitter in filters and functions. Let's actually take a look at the demo. Here we go. This is my code for action. And this code is going to make data or chart visualization. I didn't really write a whole 100% of this code. It was inspired by Omar Hajimi. Thank you so much. I took the code and modified it so that it works. Okay, so here is the code. Basically, there is a system prompt defined here. This system prompt actually set the AI to help with data and eventually write some code so in order to show the data in a chart. And the code is going to be in HTML so that it can be rendered with OpenWebUI internally. And it's very long because Omar has used the few-shot learning by giving the model and examples to learn from. And then there is a user prompt where the actual query gets in here. And now the boilerplate for a function is class action. Sorry, the boilerplate for action is class action, where again inside you can have vowels, and this is a set show status. It's going to show file name. This is when Omar saved it to a local space, but I don't really use it. I can just delete it, but I don't want to. OpenAI, Open API key here, the endpoint of the OpenAI, and the default model is GPT-4o Mini. This is vowels, right? Those are variables related to this action instant. Now the actual action, because this is action, you must have a action function right here. And at least you must add event emitter as one of the argument in order to use it properly. It's going to do here, the first line of code, it will show event emitter, a status type, and it will say analyzing data. After that, it's going to update the status again to be working, and it will get the previous response and send it over to OpenAI server to run this task, right? This task is like a system prompt. You remember the system prompt, right? Asking AI to be blah, 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 and able to come up with HTML code to display a chart. And the user message is formatted to be having a query. So essentially, what you get back is a response from OpenAI server showing, having a code, HTML code that will plot some information for us. Here we go. That's it. That's pretty much it. So you can copy this part and go to this You can actually add a new one, get a proper name, and paste onto it. But I'm not going to do that. Because I have already put my code right here. So this is action. By the way, one of the things here, you can change the icon. If you don't have this line, it's going to be a generic preset icon, which I can show you. But right now, I use a specific icon type. So this is an example. Another action that I have here is an example, and this is available on the community site here. And if you recall, this one doesn't have icon URL, so you will see that this one has a generic icon. So I need to enable these two guys, and you can also make it globally available as well. And this is a new feature, I think. So right now, these two actions will be available for a new chat. So now I am initiating a new chat here. I don't need to do anything right here. So I would say create a mockup data of sales volume by ME by days of the week, answer and S, answer just a table. All right, so this is data, right? And take a look at the bottom here. This is one of the action that I showed you, example action. And this is the preset icon. If you don't specify the icon URL, you would get this one. This one is the visualize data actions. This one has an icon URL, and I give it an information about the icon in the base 64 format. And when you render, you will have this icon here. Now, I'm ready to click this guy. When I click it, the event emitter says analyzing data. Now, that's the emitter, right? And the chart pops up right here. And this is because the HTML code got returned back from OpenAI server, and then with this, the OpenWebUI knows that it needs to render the HTML document here. Okay, so action, again, action is going to be a type of functions that will make you or give you a button at the bottom of the response from the AI. And the way to do that is to come here to functions and define a class using a template, a boilerplate called class action. And, you know, like you can take a look at the community for others' ideas of actions. Here we go. Actions are a type of function, so you get in here and you can see all. Here we go. That's what I base my code on. Thanks a lot, Omar. You have actions to run code as well. Here we go. Execute, right? And it's going to show a button under the response from the UI. Action is pretty easy, but because you need to, I would recommend making buttons when you know that you are going to do this task somehow a lot, right? So if you work with a lot with data and you want to have the LLM chart it for you very, very often, then making action works. But if you rarely use it, I am not going to be doing actions.